What's up, Sparkman family? It's your boy Sparkman, and welcome back to another Market Watch. As you guys can tell, I am not feeling the greatest. I have a sore throat, to say the least. I'm not sure if I have the cold, not sure if I have the flu or something, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'm not feeling that great, so we're going to try to run through this as fast as possible. But we need to make a video because there's a lot of stuff going on in the market, and Banlist is right around the corner. It's no surprise there's a lot of stir in the market as well. Now, someone was asking me, Sparkman, there's a lot of low listings on RetroPack, but why is the price getting so low? Because the price is dipping for a lot of things, everybody. It's no surprise, though, because the pull rates are also very high in this one. You pull, a RetroPack 4-pack mini box from your Walmart and you open it, you're getting 3 out of 4 hollows. I mean, that's a really high rate, and that's like the average people are getting 3 out of 4 hollows. Some people are getting lucky getting 4 out of 4 hollows. Then you'll have your people that are very unlucky, which is very few actually. From what I've seen, is very, very few. But maybe they get the 1 out of 4 or the 2 out of 4. But for the most part, I'm seeing a lot of 3 out of 4 pulls. So I'm not sure if they quadruple the pull rate in this one, but I mean, I guess it would be nice for them to do that as well, giving back to the community just a little bit for a lot of these cards that also have not, well, this set never came out in the US, so that being that, but also getting to live your nostalgic era back here again, seeing that old card frame, the look, everything about it. So maybe a nice thing on their part. So it has been nice to see a lot of the openings as well, and people are enjoying this, so it's no surprise there. But the low listing is also because people are keeping the card they pull. They're not willing to part ways and put it up for sale. Keep in mind, this was not available at your OTS stores. However, certain OTS stores got a certain something here. Now you may be wondering what, and that is a booster box. It was an ultra rare booster box. Now the ultra rare is actually, to say the least, to be honest with you, with this one, because this is like the most exclusive booster box I've ever seen come out in Konami or Yu-Gi-Oh's time. This one is probably going to be the hardest thing to get, because from what I can tell, most OTS stores did not even know this was around or was a thing. Only certain OTS stores got this, and you have to be very lucky and call up your OTS store to see if they have it. But at this point, what I've heard is certain OTS stores are upcharging now, where they're selling this for above $200 at minimum. So keep that in mind as well. If you got in early, a lot of the OTS stores were selling this for 100, 120, but now they are selling it for basically 200 plus. So keep that in mind as well. This is a very, very exclusive product. I did cover it on my latest video, so go check that out as well. But yeah, very exclusive item here. And then one thing that one of my commenters messaged me about in the comment section, I was actually really surprised about this. GameStop actually raised their price, which is kind of shameful on their part, but it's GameStop. I'm not surprised. They do a lot of shameful stuff as is, but they raised it up $5 more. It was at $19.99, which is already shameful as is, because that's not MSRP. MSRP is $17.99, so they were overcharging then. Now they raised it up another $5 at $24.99. So again, I'm not entirely sure. They probably saw the hype, everybody going crazy for this, and they said, let's raise the price even more. So shame on you, GameStop, for doing something like that, to be honest with you. Obviously, you can still get it at Target. It's still in stock at Target right now, so if you do want to go get it, I recommend getting it as fast as possible before it goes out of stock, because once these go out of stock, I expect these mini booster boxes on TCG Player to start increasing as well. So I get it while you can, everybody, because it is a very nostalgic item, and I think a lot of people are enjoying it. Older players are technically getting back into the game, not so to say like full commitment, but so to say, opening these cards and feeling a little type of way of, creeping their way back into the game, as I've seen a lot of players, a lot of friends in my friend group starting to say, oh, maybe I should get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! So I've been seeing a lot of that as well. Now, talking about the market, we got to talk about Snatch Steal. Snatch Steal is one of those cards where I feel like it's a terraforming or super polymerization from Terminal Revenge, that is, because those cards were about where this card was, the $60 price point, around the 38, right, for the most part, and then you just saw it, boom, shot up in the air, increased. Right now, Super Poly, QCR, and the terraforming is above $100 now. I expect actually Snatch Shield to be around the $80 and going further up in the coming weeks. So be aware of this card actually increasing in price, especially if they do start to take this one. I think it's limited right now, if I'm not mistaken. So if they start to make this one maybe semi or even unlimited, I expect this one to even go up further in price as well. So be aware of that as well. Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. We've actually been talking about this card for, I feel like, many market watch at this point. If you've been sticking with the channel for a while, you know we covered it when it was like $20. Now it is at $41, so it had to double since its latest decrease in price, where it was at $20. So very insane there. So if you got in early on this one, congrats. I know one of my friends got in early, so shout out to the LI Hype Cards. He actually picked this one up. He picked up 2 copies at $20, and well, he's benefiting now as well, so good on you. Glad you listened to the Market Watch, and you're benefiting here as well. Ib the World Chalice, Justisar or Justicar. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm feeling sick, and you know, I'm very bad with names. This is making it even worse. But the World Legacy cards, or your World Chalice cards, well, it's making some noise here because looking like the QCR for this has gone up in price a lot. This was like a $20 card. Now you're at $37 for this one for the QCR. So be aware this QCR is going up as well. So crazy on that point. And then we talked about Psychic Processor because it's a Cybers type of card. It was at $20, now seeing a price point at $40. So things have definitely gone up in the market for certain things here, because certain things are expected to make an impact in the meta coming very soon in that new crossover breaker set. So that's why this one is going up as well. Live Destruction, I wanted to cover this because I saw a little decrease in it, $93, interesting right there. But keep in mind, everybody, this was a European exclusive product, so you know, once these sell out 93, I don't expect them to be going lower than this, just because I expect this box to be a very exclusive box, a box that's very hard to get, and with shipping and everything like that, it's going to make this almost impossible to really receive at a low price point. So I expect this one to be above $100 and continuously increasing from there as well, even though it's a reprinted box as well. I mean, we've seen LOB box, and where that's gone, I expect Live Destruction to actually be even worse than the LOB box price now, where it stands. Blue Eyes White Dragon, you know, we talk about a lot about Blue Eyes White Dragon getting support very soon, and this card has definitely increased in price. You're looking at $225, $239, and upwards of a near mint version of this card. You know, this card was around on $120 for the longest time, and people were very, yeah, look at that, $120 for the longest time, and people not really taking it seriously. You know, that was a bargain for a Ghost Rare Blue Eyes at this artwork. I mean, I'm surprised more people didn't pick it up, and now people are regretting not picking up the Ghost Rare, because guess what? Now you definitely missed out on a good price tag, because it's increased over $100 from where it was once at. So very crazy right there as well. So a card people keep on messaging me about on Instagram is Wind Up Carriers the Mighty, a card that's currently on the ban list, but people keep saying this card could come off the ban list. Now, I've been talking about this card coming off the ban list for a while now. I would like to see it. I'm a big Wind Up fan myself, to be honest with you. And for $12, $13, it's actually not a bad pickup, to be honest with you. Now, if you do want the first eds, might as well spend the $8 more and pick up your first eds. Now, people love to live in the past, and Wind Up Carrier, Mighty, and Wind Ups in general were a very fan favorite deck back in the day. So people will probably gravitate towards this if it does come off the ban list, and it'll probably be bought out, and this price will probably go up, if that. So just be aware of that as well. Now, a $20 Ultimate Rare is really not that bad, and I would sacrifice the $20 and spend it now if I were you as well. Now, people keep telling me, cover Maxi, it'll come off the ban list. I personally don't believe it will come off the ban list. I had speculations of it coming off the ban list. Maybe it could, but I don't want to put that out there because the people are going to go crazy. So, you know, it is getting a reprint in the newest Speed Duel set coming out, in the last Speed Duel set, as they're putting an end to it, or a pause, as they say, to it for now. But if anything, prices have decreased on the Maxi side since that reprint announcement. I don't know if it's going to come off the ban list. I don't think it will. If it does, it'll be a very big shock and surprise to so many out there. But you never know with Konami. They might want to surprise and shock us. So we'll see what happens there. Fortune Lady Ever, just a card going up in price. It was at $13, $14. Now seeing a price point above $16. So just be aware of this card going up in price. Another card going up in price is Deep Sea Aria, a water tech card that people are keeping their eye on. It was $1 or $2, now it's above $4 for this one, so just be aware certain water cards are going up in price, and just no surprise there because you have a lot of water fans out there. Shout out to my boy Creed that's playing water deck right now in my tournament, so he's pretty going crazy with that deck right now. And we also have 10 QCR leaks as well. We have Dark Magician Girl, Cosmic Blazar Dragon, and Bahamas Shark. And very crazy, everybody, because we do have War Sport coming out, as mentioned before, And with War Sport coming out, this is definitely going to attract a lot of people with a QCR Bahamas Shark. Obviously, people will always gravitate towards the secret rare, but I think the secondary card they will gravitate towards is the QCR, if not being the first one they gravitate towards. So it's going to be very crazy to see the price decrease of a lot of these cards, as well as the QCR for Bahamas Shark is coming out, as well as the Cosmic Blazer Dragon. Now, people are not going to really gravitate towards an ultra rare or a common. They will gravitate more towards the QCR, and I expect these two to go down in price as well. Legendary 6 Samurai Shi and Ultimate Rare. We do have 6 Samurai coming out as support for the newest set, Rage of the Abyss, so just be aware that people will start buying up these copies even more so than ever once that set is actually released or is close to releasing. People already are buying a lot of copies of the ultis, of a lot of the high rarity 6 Samurai cards, so just be aware that this one will increase as well. SP Little Knight, everybody, has gone back up as we see the graph starting to increase back up in price as well. We have 63, 63, 64, so it was at 50 some dollars a few weeks ago, now increasing back above $60. People are expecting it to be a very hard card to pull, so the price is starting to increase as well. I do think it's going to be a hard card to pull, but I do think the price is still going to remain a pretty low one as well to get out of the tins, especially if the tins don't do as well as we think it will. But you never know with these tins. They could surprise you. Who knows? Maybe they are marketing it the right way, that it will be a very high value tin. So we'll see what happens as we get closer to these tins. And if you do want the tins, head over to Game Nerds. I don't see a cheaper price than $174 for these tins. But if you do see a cheaper price somewhere online or even at your store, let us know in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear what online site or store is selling it for even cheaper than this. I would be surprised, to be honest with you, especially on a pre-order. And that's about it for Market Watch. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Market Watch. Retro Pack is pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie, everybody, but we'll see what happens moving forward if the price continues to decrease on this one as well. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know in your comments down below of what you think about Market Watch today, if there's cards I missed that I should cover. But from yours truly, Sparkman. We'll catch you next one. Please subscribe and comment. Send your well wishes for me to feel better, everybody, and peace out.